inspired by her sister, Julia. She admires Julia's dedication to her job and the way she cares for others. Julia encourages Allison to try things she might not have otherwise tried. Allison's sister inspires her to be the best person she can possibly be. Bradley Graybeal. Bradley Graybeal is inspired by Sophia Bush, who, like many people, uses her fame for a good cause. She has marched the front lines for marriage equality, has cleaned up oil spills, and runs countless 5Ks when she never trained a day in her life. All this and more makes her very inspiring. Alicia Hale. Alicia says, "The person who motivates me strives to make me a better person each and every day. She is my best friend, my mother. My mother is always and will be an inspiration to me. I'm glad to call her my mom." Alexa Harrison. Someone who inspires Alexa is her older brother, Graham. His confidence is her favorite quality of his. She is inspired by him to be more confident and care less about what other people think. Brooke Hill. Brooke says, "My inspiration is my grandma. She has been a great role model for me and everyone else in her life. She has had the biggest influence on my life, and I wouldn't have been the same without her."
Hannah Joseph. Hannah says, "The person who inspires me the most is my brother. I admire him for the success he's had. He is very hardworking and intelligent, and he has been the person to tell me that I can do something when I think otherwise." Sabina Joswick. Sabina says, "Both of my parents are extremely hard workers who overcome challenges in life to be successful today. They have always been supportive of me with everything I do and have reminded me from a young age that I am capable of anything in life." Sydney Kaufman. The family member who inspires Sydney the most is her dog, Chelsea. Her dog is always happy and there with a smile. Every time she goes home, her dog is waiting to greet her with a smile and a hug. Logan Killen. Logan's dad is always pushing Logan out of his comfort zone. He is Logan's biggest motivator and encourages him to do the best he can. He is always there for him and is very supportive. Bryce Laffer. According to Bryce, "My mom inspires me because she leads by example. She has shown me attributes of a good leader by learning from mistakes instead of repeating them. These good habits have shown me how to become the person I strive to be." Jacob LaPearl. Jacob says, "My dad is a very kind person and always teaches me to be kind to other people. He always reminds me that I should always be myself no matter what anyone has to say. It helps me to be myself." Emma Lardier. Emma's mother is a hard-working, caring woman who puts everyone before herself. She works very hard and makes sure everything runs smoothly. Emma loves her very much and appreciates everything she does for the family. Patrick Lounsbury. Patrick says, "My mom taught me how to persevere and how to not let others tell you otherwise. She showed me what it meant to be loving and caring to others, whether it was singing to them in Italian or cooking amazing food endlessly." Connor Madden. Connor says, "My grandfather, Maurice James Madden III, continues to inspire me long after his death. He was in the Army during the Korean War and raised a family of 5 while working through grad school. He was an avid runner his entire life until he was faced with ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease. He worked his hardest and kept doing what he loved until he couldn't anymore, and that is why he is in my inspiration. Megan McCullen. My parents have always shown me and supported me no matter what. My parents have always just wanted the best for me, and they love me unconditionally. My parents inspire me more than anyone else in my life to be the best person I can possibly be.
Laura Beth McElveen. Laura Beth's older brother inspires her the most. He is kind, genuine, intelligent, and hardworking. She has always looked up to him and admired his calm and sensible way of approaching life and making decisions. Sydney Momon. Sydney says, "My mom is one of the busiest people I know, and she somehow finds time in all of that to spend with her family. Even when she thinks she is too busy and isn't able to do enough for us, she was always there when my brother and I need her. That's the kind of person I want to be." Dia Manat. Dia says, "My mother is a hardworking, driven, compassionate, beautiful, and amazing human being. She has sacrificed so many things for her children and family. My mother has taught me that I can fulfill my dreams and achieve greatness with hard work." Gracie Morris. People like Elon Musk or Steve Jobs demonstrate that hard work and courage can revolutionize the world. These people are all around the world and are proof that anybody has the potential to empower others. Their personal sacrifice and resilience should inspire everyone to chase their calling and use their talents to benefit others. Naya Eng. Naya says, "My mom has shown me how to be kind and caring to others, even if they are not kind or caring to you. She has taught me how to be a leader and not a follower. She picks me up when I fall down. Because of her, I am the person I am today." Miera Mooney. "For as long as I could remember," Miera says, "I have admired my mom's strong work ethic and inability to accept defeat. Watching her work extremely hard the entirety of my life has given me my work ethic and helped me understand that I have to work for things that I hope to succeed in life." Alexander Orr. "A person who inspires Alex most in life is his sister, Samantha. If Alex is ever struggling with anything relating to schoolwork, social life, or anything of the matter, his sister is always able to help. Through thick and thin, Samantha is one of the few people in his life whom Alex feels he can truly talk to." Hannah Osmond. Hannah's biggest inspiration is her choral teacher and our beloved Dr. Conrad. Dr. Conrad is selfless. She gives 100% to everything she does and genuinely cares about her students. Hannah hopes to make a difference in a child's life, just like the way Dr. Conrad has made a difference in Hannah's. Ritu Patel. Ritu says, "My parents inspire me to never give up on my dreams. They encourage me to always do better and work harder for the dreams and goals I want to achieve. They inspire me to be the best version of me that I can be." Claire Peel. Claire says, "The person who inspires me the most in life would probably have to be our very own Dr. Pisano." Doing lights and music for us tonight. "When I came to Concord," Claire says, "I already loved being in band, but he just made it so much more fun. Overall, he just made band a really enjoyable class to be in."
Mushaira Rahman. Mushaira says, "From a young age, my mama learned to become her own guardian. as she lost her parents very early in life and was raised mostly by her siblings. My mother is a warrior. There is no obstacle that she has not been able to overcome. I aspire to be that warrior. Eva Rohiser. Even after being out of school for almost 25 years, Eva's parents are still continuing their education and moving up in their professional fields. Eva's goal in life is to become a pediatric nurse practitioner, following in her parents' footsteps. Annabella Reyes. Annabella's 8th grade English teacher, Mrs. Seligman, inspires her. Annabella says, her passion for what she taught caused me to be interested in the subjects as well. I still have a love for Shakespeare because of her, and her love for teaching has stuck with me. Katie Shell. Katie says, the person who inspires me the most is my grandmother, Odelia. Odelia is a wonderful, charismatic person who devotes herself to helping people to be the best they can be. My grandmother would give up anything in order for someone to succeed and be the best that they can be. Savannah Shahadi. Savannah's words, my mother taught me to put forth an effort in everything I do. My father taught me the importance of an education, constantly encouraging me to strive for success. My stepfather has taught me self-respect. My parents have encouraged me to think independently and have inspired me to reach for all of my goals. Sarah Smith. Sarah says, the person who inspires me the most is my mom, Kelly Cohen. She is an amazing person with the best advice. She inspires me because no matter what obstacle is thrown in her way, she always rises above. I'm grateful of all the things she has taught me throughout my life. Zachary Smith. Zachary is inspired by Elon Musk. Any of Musk's undertaking from Tesla to SpaceX can be overwhelming, but his superhuman drive to achieve is incredible. The fact that he is able to make those dreams reality is something that Zach strives to be able to achieve one day. Nate Solomon. Nate is most inspired by his family members. He has 2 cousins that are doctors, 3 cousins that are engineers, and the more in high school and college who achieve good grades. Having cousins like this inspires Nate to work harder and focus on academics. Ariel Strobach. Ariel is most inspired by Gloria Richardson, a famous activist during the Civil Rights Movement who was most known for the Cambridge riots of 1963, which she organized. She was arrested for protesting at a segregated movie theater and remained calm and focused on her goal throughout. She inspires Ariel to work to achieve her goals and stand up for what she believes in.
Lauren Sue. The person that inspires Lauren the most is her piano teacher, Miss Jennifer. Throughout the years, Lauren has learned important values through piano lessons, which inspire her to improve herself. Through piano, Lauren has learned the importance of perseverance and discipline. Madeline Testa. Maddie's middle school choir teacher, Mrs. Warfel, inspired her passion for music. Mrs. Warfel made Maddie a more confident person by giving her many unique opportunities throughout her middle school years. Maddie is thankful for all that Mrs. Warfel has done for her. Rachel Townsend. Rachel says, my mom never gives up even when times are hardest. She constantly makes sacrifices for me and for everyone around her. She also has taught me that making mistakes is okay. Lastly, she encourages me to be my best self and never give up on my dreams. Rebecca Trungold. Rebecca is most inspired by her friend Sarah, who has shown her what it really means to have courage. Sarah lost her mother when she was younger. Dealing with this burden has not stopped Sarah from being a caring and selfless person. She never fails to put a smile on everyone's face. Ashley Waldman. Ashley says, the person who inspires me most is Maya Bialik, also known as Amy Farrah Fowler on The Big Bang Theory. She plays a scientist on the show, and in real life, she has a PhD in neuroscience. The main reason Maya inspires me is how she doesn't let her depression and anxiety hold her back. She reminds Ashley that she can do anything, even if it means I have to work harder. Mandy Wang. Mandy is most inspired by her cousin living in China. She's heard of all the struggles her cousin went through with China's academics and feels the need to work to the best of her ability in her academics as well. She would not be working as hard as she is today without her cousin. Jacob Wright. Throughout Jacob's life, his parents have always pushed three main points. First, to always put 100% effort in everything he does. Second, to dare to be different and always pursue the best version of himself. Lastly, and most importantly, Jacob's parents always taught him to party hard and study harder.
Congratulations to all of our inductees. On behalf of the faculty and staff of Concord High School, I wish you continued success. It is my pleasure to introduce Mrs. Yolanda McKinney, Principal of Concord High School, to conclude our induction program.